introduce our next speaker, John Stahl. He's from Berks County. He was a graduate of Dickinson College, Albright College, or Sinus College. He's a former member of the Pennsylvania House of Representatives. He is the founder of the Berks County Tea Party, the founding member of the National Tea Party Immigration Coalition, founding member of the Independence Hall Tea Party Association. He's a group of the Government in Exile, a group of retired state legislators, and he's a Republican committee man of Berks County, local committee man, and various national Tea Party movements. John?
Thank you. Thank you all for being here today. Friends, patriots, and fellow Tea Partiers, one would ask, what interest do Tea Parties have in illegal immigration? I cannot, nor will not presume to speak for all Tea Parties or in similar organizations. I think it's safe to say those of us who are in these organizations are concerned with several overall issues. First would be jobs and the economy. Second, public safety, national security, and the rule of law. What Mayor Nutter has done this past week is nothing short of pandering to Tammany Hall-like interests. What other real reason could he possibly have for harboring criminals from federal scrutiny? Here they are. They've broken into my nation like a thief in the night, committed a crime against me or my fellow citizens, and Mayor Nutter wants to shield them from federal scrutiny. What other reason indeed, attempting to create a de facto sanctuary city in the cradle of liberty, the birthplace of this nation, and to do it on the 4th of July weekend is a shot across the bow of every Philadelphian, every Pennsylvanian, and yes, every law-loving, job-needing, patriotic American. Politics as usual. We thought we had done away with the blatant ward-healing politics of the 19th century. Well, Nutter has shown his true colors. He seemingly cares nothing about jobs or the safety of his citizens of this city or the region. Let's take a look at the job situation nationally. There are at least 8 million jobs held by illegal aliens, according to the people that we go to, like Numbers USA. No, these are not the jobs no American wants. I personally had a job selling adhesives to industry. I got in factories up and down the east coast of Pennsylvania, New York, Maryland, Delaware, and the like. And I have to tell you that most of those jobs, if not in some cases all of the jobs in those factories, were held by illegal aliens. I asked, why did you give these people jobs? Because they weren't really good employees, because they didn't even understand the English language. The answer that I got was they didn't have to pay them any benefits. These jobs were held by citizens in the recent past. As little as 4 years ago, these jobs were held by Americans. 10 years ago, for sure they were held by Americans. According to Numbers USA, roughly 53% of illegals collect some form of welfare. Schools in Philadelphia are broke and broken. I wonder how they would fare if they didn't have so many illegals there. In fact, we taxpayers of Pennsylvania are footing most of the Philadelphia bill. So we have a vested interest in what happens in Philadelphia. By not cooperating with the Fed, Nutter is creating more sanctuary, not less. Now, healthcare costs have skyrocketed in part due to the fact that illegals don't have any insurance, for the most part, and hospitals have to treat them. Guess who pays? We, the taxpayers. Does Nutter care? I think not. Now let's talk more about jobs. Many times in the past, trade unions have risen to the occasion to restore America. To restore America not only in terms of building things, but restoring America politically. They were rallied by President Reagan. They were rallied by President Nixon. Now they are rallied in this effort to defeat amnesty and illegal employment. They have lost billions of dollars of wages nationally due to illegal aliens. In my neck of the woods, A Lowe's store was just recently put up with almost all of the people there. I could find no citizens working there, by illegal aliens. We notified ICE to no avail. These illegals are taking the food out of the mouths of hungry American children. One of the hardest hit areas are the building and construction trades. We have roughly 20 million illegals in this country. According to immigrationcounters.com, it's 22.5 million. According to a Bear Stearns study of 3 years ago, it was 20 million then. There are over 20 million underemployed and unemployed Americans. Just do the math. They're taking our jobs. They're taking our tax dollars. They're causing crime in our streets. They've broken into our house, and they are criminals. These jobs have no political boundaries. People from Reading come to Philadelphia. People from New Jersey come to Philadelphia. People from the surrounding states and counties come to Philadelphia for their jobs. We want Nutter to cooperate with the feds and stop this sanctuary policy. Reading is a microcosm of Philadelphia. We have similar problems with jobs, the economy, and the crime. When Mexican gangs came to Reading, it was awful. We had a real shoot-to-kill war. We had the 5th highest murder rate in the nation. While we solve some of that problem, the drive-bys continue. And they do here in Philadelphia as well. Philadelphia deserves better. In 2006, Representative Steve King, Republican of Iowa, released the results of a study which found that 4,000, this is in 2006, mind you, 4,300 Americans are murdered every year by illegal aliens. 4,000, this is in 2006, 4,380 Americans are murdered by illegal aliens. And Nutter doesn't want to cooperate with the feds. 4,700 Americans are killed every year by illegal aliens driving drunk. In that same report. Every year. In 2005, the Government Accountability Office, the GAO, had a study 55,322 illegal aliens who were incarcerated in federal, state, and local institutions in 2003. Accounted for a total of 459,000 arrests. That's 8 arrests. That's 8 arrests for every illegal alien in the country at the time. Their arrests represented nearly 700,000 criminal offenses, according to that GAO study. These aren't our numbers. This is our government's numbers. In Berks County, 40% of the prisoners are illegal. So do the math here in Philadelphia. I don't understand why Mayor Nutter doesn't want to do this. So therefore, we call upon the district attorney, who apparently is somewhat on the fence on this as we speak, Seth Williams. He's the top law enforcement official here in Philadelphia. We call on him to find a way to avoid the mayor's actions and continue to cooperate with the federal government. I also urge him to stop Philadelphia's pursuit of becoming a sanctuary city. And thank you.
Now we have Diana Reimer. She is the president of the Philadelphia Tea Party Patriots. She's a national coordinator for the National Tea Party Patriots organization. She's also a co-founder of the Tea Party Immigration Coalition. Diana?
Good morning. I was born in Philadelphia a few years ago. My ancestors came to Philadelphia legally in the mid-1800s and early 1900s. They eagerly adopted their new way of life and their new adopted country in the United States. Mayor Nutter needs to focus on the jobs in Philadelphia and the school system and everything else that is wrong in Philadelphia. This is a much different place than when I grew up. He needs to focus on keeping the residents of Philadelphia safe. And that's it. Thank you.
would like to introduce Tom Rosamondo, a lifelong Philadelphia resident, comes from a long line of family members who have worked in labor in the city of Philadelphia. Tom?
Thank you very much for having us today, especially on this hot day. I just want to say a few words and I'll be brief. I come from a long line, as Marianne said, of immigrant laborers who worked in labor and have helped to build this country to the way it is. But they came in the right way. They paid their taxes and they paid their dues. They respected the law of the land. My grandfather used to tell me when he paid his taxes he was proud because it meant that he was an American. And today what's happening is our borders are so porous, people are just coming in and just trying to take advantage of the hard work of individuals who are here today and who have long since been gone. I challenge Mayor Nutter. I challenge you, show some fortitude and some courage. Stop this amnesty. Stop this sanctuary policy that you're trying to hurt every individual in the city of Philadelphia, labor and non-labor alike. I challenge you to do your job. Thank you very much.
And while Mayor Nutter and even President Obama's speech was long on emotion and compassion for illegal immigrants who want to avoid detection and deportation, there was no mention of the unemployed Americans and also the unemployed legal immigrants that are here, nor any mention of the victims of crime committed by illegal immigrants, which cuts across all political lines. Here to read a brief list of some of the most recent victims in Pennsylvania is Alice Moffett. She's one of the founders of the Pennsylvanians for Immigration Control and Enforcement. Alice?
Hi, everyone. I hope that America is listening and they're starting to I hope that everyone realizes that ours is no longer a nation of laws. Until our elected representatives actually carry out the oath they recite before taking office, may the memories of those slain Americans haunt their dreams. There's a list from 2000, 2009, and I'm going to read that right now if you don't mind. Jeremy and Angel C., newlyweds, a hit and run, illegal alien. Jurgen Dittmer, Cheston, 48, murdered. Darness Brown, 10, hit and run. Beverly Duffield, 74, hit and run. Daniel, 58, and Maureen McKenzie, 65, reckless homicide. Sandra Sarafantis, 59, hit and run. Robert Rosas, Jr., 30, murdered. Rex Stahl, 58, criminally negligent homicide. Officer Shane Figueroa, 25, DUI. Police officer Henry Canales, 42, murdered. Donald Melee, 65, murdered. Kayla Donahue, 8. Lori Donahue, 37, DWI. Alice Lolly Myers, 72, hit and run. Brianna Schneller, 18, murdered. Josie Baum, 4, motor vehicle homicide. Jeffrey Stone, DWO license. Amy Voorhees, 27, vehicular homicide. Lee Ann Jimerson, 16, DUI. Tad Joseph Maddle, 19, DUI. Denise Hitchens, 57, vehicular homicide. Kara Peters, 12, vehicular collision. Luke Ziebart, 9. Carl Ziebart, 42, vehicular collision. Amanda Thomas, 27, murdered. Carl Patrick Epley, 25, murdered. George Azarian, 61, hit and run. Tina Snotsby, 71, hit and run. America has been asleep, and I hope America is starting to wake up. Please join us. Thank you.